What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this fine Wednesday? I just wanted to show you guys exactly the tools and how to really remove the drive shaft on the Panther platform and replace the output shaft seal on the transmission. So let's get to the car and I'll show you exactly what to do. Do this on a flat surface, please. I did it on the street outside. Oh, there goes my lousy neighbor. So you roll the jack right underneath the diff right here, and then you just lift up. The second the wheels and the back come off the ground, and there's plenty of room for you to wiggle yourself underneath, then you go ahead and just put some jack stand. One's going to be on this side of the diff, and then the other one's going to be on that side. Place them, make sure the car is stable, and you're good to go on that end. Alright, once you get underneath the car and everything is nice and stable, then you just go ahead and slide yourself underneath the car right where the differential meets, right about here. That's exactly where my leak was. And the seal, as you can tell now, it's dry as a desert, but the seal was cracked. The rubber housing inside was definitely dry rotted, so it started leaking all over the ground. And how you remove that is, you see where the diff is right here? Those two bolts, there's two other ones on the other side as well. Make sure to put your car in neutral so you can actually rotate the drive shaft to get access to the bolts. They're 12.12 millimeter at 30 foot-pounds, so you're going to have to use some strength here. And the second they loosen up, you can just take the power drill and remove all of them. After you remove the bolts, you take a mallet. Do not use a hammer. You take a mallet and you hit around the housing, this part of the yoke, the U-joint, and it'll drop. Make sure do not sit right beneath the drive shaft. It will drop on your face, and it weighs about 18 pounds. It'll drop, and then all you gotta do is remove it by pulling towards the drive shaft. Pull out from the transmission. That's all. There's no extra bolt, nut, whatever. It just slides right out. And then you just lay it on the ground. Then you take a screwdriver and you start prying on the seal alone. Do not touch anything else. The output shaft is going to be right there with you. I suggest using a microfiber to kind of cover where you're sticking the screwdriver in, and then that's about it. Or if you'd like, you can also remove it with a seal remover tool. I'll link that in the description as well. It's like 15 bucks off of Amazon, or 10 bucks or whatever it was. It slides right out. It might just kind of actually fly off when you pry it off. And then the newer seal will go right in. Use a mallet. Honestly, I used a 5-pound hammer, and it went right in. So no big deal. There's no leaks anymore, and that's exactly how you do it. I placed the part number, the part actually down on the video description. I just don't really have enough room to wiggle and have the camera in there when I did it. But literally follow my instruction. I'm going to write everything down below in the description. Follow it to the T, you won't have a problem. Flathead, or you can just use the tool remover for the seal. You can get that off of Amazon. I'll also link that in the description. That and a microfiber to just clean off the fluid on the ground and whatever you get. Besides that, very easy job. Do not go to the mechanic. I hope you guys learned something, and if all the steps are going to be written down, I'll write them down for you. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Alright guys, now that the sunset is happening, I went ahead and parked the mirror facing up, so that way all the any leak that could happen would be able to actually happen. since the car is facing downhill. So we're gonna go underneath and check for any leaks. That's what happened last time. She leaked overnight. No leaks at all, and she's been sitting here for about an hour and a half. No leaks on the ground. So that's how I test the leaks after we fix her up, or any car at this point. Just that's exactly how I do it. No leaks, good to go. That was a lot of work, but first time doing it too. I've never done this before, so this is a first timer.